This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports, since 1999, the sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Mater Dei Knights, and the Westland Warriors, presents Talkin Sports on Max 96.7. Talkin Sports is powered by Wcxo Elevator in Centralia. See Wcxo for a variety of fertilizer, seed corn, and seed soybeans. Talkin Sports is brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Nordike Funeral Home with 5 locations to serve your needs. Lee's Sports in Nashville. McKendree University in Lebanon. Country Financial Representative Marvin Gerdes in New Baden. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Here's the host of Talkin Sports, Rip Nottmeyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Talkin Sports. Rip here in the Wigman Ford studio for this Saturday. Coming up today, a delayed version of Scores and Stuff with one Jason Cobb. Later on is Christ our Rock baseball coach Eric Umferfert. And, of course, as always on a Saturday with the Easy on Travel Trivia Quiz at 594-2576, 594-2576. Today, you can gather up a $15 gift certificate to Home Plate BBQ in Carlisle. But right now we stuff the H&H Computer Services guest line as we go to the north side of Breeze for Mater Dei Knights baseball coach Travis Gepke. We accommodate him early because he's always an accommodating individual, aren't you, Travis?
Oh, I just try to help out when needed.
Well, it's time to help out. Well, I guess we start just a bit on the down note here. I see where you lost 7-6 last night to Columbia at MD. You had a rally, but it fell a little bit short in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, we really didn't get out of the gates very well yesterday. We, realistically, we didn't even start playing, both offensively and defensively, till the 5th inning. We lacked energy in the early going, lacked a little bit of focus, and understanding that when you're playing a quality team like Columbia, you better be sharp from the start. And we did dig an early hole, but we to the kids' credit, we were able to scrap back and fight back and got back into it. Had the tying run at third and winning run at second in the last inning there. Took a good play by the pitcher on a comebacker to actually seal the deal for them. So on the plus side, we put together some really good at-bats all day against guys who had some pretty good stats for them. Their go-to guy, their stud, their horse, came into the game to close it out, and we actually, got a couple off of him in the 7th, and like I said, had bases loaded with a chance to win it. And unfortunately, we fell about 80 feet short because, like I said, he made a heck of a play on a hard-hit ball back to him, and that was that. But, again, we kind of dug our own hole because we weren't very sharp in the early going. A few errors, a couple bad at-bats early on, a couple base-running miscues, and all of a sudden you're trying to come back from being down 6-1 against a really good team who's been playing really good all year, and that's always hard. It's
tough to dig out of a hole against a good club, and, they played at 2 in the first, and then 1 and 1 and 2, so they collected a bunch over the first 4 innings, and they out-hit you 11-4. They must have made a few miscues too, though, for you to score 6 times on just 4 safeties. Walks?
That's a little. That's actually a little confusing to me. I had us down for 8 hits. So I'm not sure where,
okay.
So I'll have to look back at that, but yeah, I guess like I said, we had 4 doubles. I know.
Well, and, hey, I gathered this. I'm not sure what source it was anymore, Travis. We're going, so I wasn't over there last night.
Big deal. The big numbers, the most important ones are the runs at the end of the game.
Who pitched for you? Who threw for you last night, Travis?
Drew Dant got the start. He actually threw the ball very well, coming off of his last outing where he wasn't real sharp against Muscuda, but he was pretty good yesterday. For as bad defensively as we played early on, he really settled in, and once we started making plays and once we, got sharp during the game, he gave us 4 quality innings where he probably could have gone 5, maybe 6 if we just had fielded the ball and not giving up so many free bases and just giving up so many opportunities in the early part of the game. So, it was kind of a game that, although it ended up a 1-run game, a lot of it had to do with the first 3 innings,
Anybody have a multiple hit game for the Knights?
Oh, let me think here. Off the top of my head.
Scattered about a bit, maybe, huh? But 4 doubles?
Had 4 doubles. Dant, Shookman, Brock Timmerman, and one more had doubles, and I think we scattered. Nick Berg got a big hit, a big single for us later in the game to get us to within 1 run. Brett Gessencourse, he had the other double, I believe.
Nick Berg, man, while you mention him, he's had a heck of a campaign, hasn't he?
Yeah, Nick started out the year on our JV team, was doing really well down there. We had a day where we were playing a varsity-only contest, dressed him, came up with a huge pinch hit, and basically he's said, I don't want to come out of this lineup, and he did ever since.
I love that. He sees the opportunity.
Yes, he has. He sees it very well. You can see each game where he's getting more and more comfortable. He's played a couple different positions for us. He's settling in here at third a little bit, and he's done really quite a number of good things for us. Both offensively, getting a little more confident defensively. So we're extremely happy with where he is right now. We honestly weren't sure what he would give us varsity wise this year, but he has definitely seized an opportunity. So we're very happy with everything he's some others.
The last stat sheet I saw before last night, and I'm not sure if it was completely up to date, but he was at the 440 mark.
Yeah,
that's through 41 plate appearances. So I mean, he's catching up.
Yeah, he's doing it. He when he hits the ball, he does have times where he like anybody, he gets into a little funk where he starts missing pitches, hittable pitches. But tell you what, when he's been on, and it's been most of the year, the overwhelming majority, he's been really good. And he's hitting the ball hard and, just keeping it simple like we've asked our guys to do. He's using a gap-to-gap approach, and he's peppering them things.
Against Carlisle Wednesday, that was your 1 win so far this week, 1 of 3 in the other contest, but you labeled the Indians 9-3 at your place, so you needed that one to kind of been up and down. A little streaky this year, but everything, and you got a long way to go yet, although that second season is nearing, isn't it, Travis?
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer, and with all the rainouts and early changes because of the weather, we're basically just plugging in any date to try to play as many games as we can, and go from there. There's a lot of deficiencies to the whole conference thing, like we've talked about in the past. But one of the good things is that anybody who's looking for a game, we can play them on any day.
You're available. That's right.
If we got an open day, we've pretty much taken games, and I don't know if the kids like it all that much, but I hope they do. I would
hope so. I was over there last Friday when you took on the Salem Wildcats, now a Cahokia Conference member, and that was just a brilliant game. Heck of an effort on the mound by Kyle Petermeyer.
Yeah, Kyle was very sharp that day. Just once he's really settled in nicely as a pitcher in terms of his stuff, being able to move the ball once the weather has changed. He kind of said earlier in the year jokingly that it was just too cold. He couldn't feel his hands, and turns out I guess he was a little more serious than he let on. In starts where it's been warm weather, he's been absolutely brilliant. He threw a heck of a game against Triad earlier this week too, and his last 2 starts have been phenomenal, and when the weather's been nice, and we're hoping that now he can keep on that run as well.
Well, then he's near that break-even mark as far as his record goes, and a pretty spectacular earned run average, a lot of strikeouts, so it's all good. And he's hit a few guys, which he's keeping them loose up there too.
Yeah, I think his first start of the year, I think he pegged 4 guys.
Oh, 4 now? He's trying to follow in the footsteps of Clown Carlos, over there in St. Louis. He got I think 4 in his first start against Westland. I think it was 4 of them in 2 innings.
And that was where kind of, we're asking him, are you healthy? No, the second start, I'm sorry.
He's settled
down. Healthy, everything right? He's just kind of can't feel the ball right.
That's Hey, believe that kid, will you, Travis? I think he's telling the truth.
I know. Start being a little more understanding, I guess. You need to be a little more compassionate.
I've got you down at 8-12 right now, Travis, against a very good schedule. I mean, you faced all comers in that without being in a conference, and Highland was among that group, and Collinsville, and on. Columbia last night, Carlisle, the Cahokia teams, but you face some stiff competition just about every night.
Yeah, we're playing a very tough schedule, which is by design. You gotta play good teams to get to your best, and we just all we've asked out of our guys is come out, compete from the time we start till the end of the game and see where we're at. And the days where we've showed up and really been ready and prepared and come out of the gate, we've been fine. We've competed and won those games. Now, we have the hiccups where we either get out of the gate slow and or don't show up, and it's been ugly. But for the most part, we are playing the majority of our games at a very competitive level, so we're happy with that. Guys, you can see it in how they're taking their at-bats, and as far as defense goes, they're getting a little more, we just call it fluidity.
Yeah,
fluidity to
I like
what
that
they're
word.
doing. It becomes routine-oriented. They know exactly where to go, how to shift to certain guys in certain situations, things like that, and we're happy. We're not letting the 8-12 record panic us by any means, because we're playing for the second season. We're playing to get hopefully make a run in the regionals, and as long as we're sharp when we get there, I think we've got a chance.
You have Civic at 10 today at your place, and then you go to GCS. Is that Monday night against Roxana?
Yes, we got Civic today at 10, and actually Freeburg's coming over for 12:30 start.
Oh,
we,
good.
Building a slot here with a makeup game. Our game with them on the 8th had to be moved because of a school function. So they're going to come here, and we're going to play that at 12:30 today. And then, but yes, Monday we go to Roxana for a JV, then varsity matchup, 4 o'clock start JV, varsity to follow. And hopefully, compete there, hopefully bring home 2 wins from there, JV and varsity-wise.
It'll work. All right, okay, now I need about 3 brief answers. First of all, the field looks tremendous.
Yeah, the new infield is really playing nice. Once we were able to finally get on it, and, still only practice on it twice because we've been playing, but we've been able to get out here and play games now and get on it for a couple practices. The infield is absolutely magnificent. Mark Burnson and the people over here at Breeze did a wonderful job getting that thing ready to be played on. It's a good look, good feel, plays true, so we're quite happy with it.
One of your ex-Knights, Trevor Richards, had a magnificent game against the Dodgers, less than 5, but 10 Ks and 1 hit the other, and then they sent him down. The Marlins are a mess, aren't they? What do you get optioned out for?
Only thing I can think of is that they got a big money guy who's going to be getting paid regardless.
Well, they brought Prado up, who's look, but that team's not going anywhere anyway. I mean, let the kid. He's had 2 excellent outings. He's right in the mix with everybody else, but hopefully he'll be back up soon. Hopefully, and
I'm hoping that was a strategic move for them, kind of.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, and just kind of, and then work another guy out of that spot. I'm not sure, obviously, what their thinking is, but hoping that he, maybe I'm a little biased, but I thought he kind of deserved to stay up and maybe get another couple starts for sure.
Let's just say this: Derek Jeter was a much better player than a so-called owner. And 4-year-old Caden Johnson, got to see him last week, as you well know. That kid's a gem, man.
Yes, Caden has pretty much become our official team mascot here at Sports, man. He's a big hit with the crowd. He is. The kids like him. They're enjoying the time they get to hang out with him while, whether it's while we're doing field work after the game, during the game. He's always kind of lighting us up with some good talk. But, yeah, Caden's a pretty funny kid, and I didn't know who he was until this year. Honestly, I didn't know that was Logan's brother either at first.
Yeah, well, I just met him all the other night, but I got a pretty good reaction from the post of his picture on my Facebook timeline and on Twitter too. So, all right, hey Travis, we've kept you past your allotted time. You're just too good to us.
No problem.
Yeah, curb your enthusiasm, right, Travis? Get a win or two.
Will do, sir.
See ya. That's Travis Gepke and Jason Cobb, Eric Umferford. Trivia are all still to come on Talking Sports for a Saturday morning. Stick and stay. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus, and Country Financial can help you keep that focus by helping ensure you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Marvin Gertis, your Country Financial representative in New Baden, can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Call Marvin Gertis today. 588-7112. Coverages may vary by state. Policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Bloomington.
When's the last time you had your eyes checked? Schedule an eye exam today at Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center. I'm Dr. Claire Thorpe-Klinsky, and if it's been more than a year, you might need a new prescription. If you use a computer regularly or are suffering from allergies, those both can be causes of eye strain or fatigue. Schedule a complete eye health exam today to find out if your eyes are healthy. We may be able to detect glaucoma and other eye diseases early. At Breeze Family Vision and Lebanon Optometric Center, we examine more than just your vision.
If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan and Centralia has to offer. Munkin's has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkin's because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia.
I'd like to start a campaign to blow the buttons off people's radios. Is that realistic?
This is Max 96.7.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Talking Sports. Rip here in the Weigman Ford studio. We untangle the H&H Computer Services guest line for another time, this time for Scores and Stuff, which is brought to you by Hoffman Auto Body, located just 7 miles north of Carlisle. When your car or truck gets dinged, dented, or much more, it doesn't matter. Hoffman Auto Body is the place to turn. And we say hello to Bart's first baseman, Jason Cobb. Jason, welcome back.
Hey, Rip. Thanks for having me back on.
My goodness, it's almost Clinton County baseball time.
Yeah, it's right around the corner, right after Mother's Day. It's sneaking up on us.
Wow, this is coming in a hurry, so we'll see at Bartel's and around the county pretty soon. Let's see. Did Aviston win the championship? I can't read. Is that right?
Yes, I believe they beat G-Town.
Yeah, okay. Wow, I'm surprised I got that right. It's been a long winter, you know?
It has. A lot of stuff's gone from last year.
Well, let's go to some high school baseball first, and Carlisle shelled Wood River last night, 18-7. This is a pretty good inning for the Indians, Jason. They tapped 11 in the fifth.
Wow. That's a big one right there.
Yeah, and just one home run. Noah Crocker struck for a bomb. Lane Heinzman got the win in relief. Mater Dei lost to Columbia 7-6. We went over at the Centralia Invitational. Westland banked Centralia 10-1. It was Waterloo over South Central 13-3. And a couple of softball scores. Carlisle dealt Wood River loss 8-5. It was South Central over Salem 6-2, and Flora nipped Centralia 3-2. They're finally getting some games in as the weather has settled down. It's really been nice here lately.
Yeah, the weather's been great lately, but you know how spring is around here.
Yeah, that's right.
What you're going to get. It's been ugly.
Not completely surprising, but you hate to see it. Well, it was ugly last night at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, too. The Cardinals, I got to admit, I get bored anymore with some of these games, so I'm flipping back and forth. It was 5-0 and 5-0 again when I looked at 5-0, so I switched, and then I dozed and then I turned it back, and it became 5-5. What in the world happened here, you know? So Miles Michaelis, from what I gather, he was rolling along, just cruising along, and then, of course, they yanked him. I still don't get this stuff. I'll never understand it, ever.
Oh, it's Matheny.
It's
You never
everybody.
understand
Why
what he's-
can't they let him go another inning? Unless they have a 5-run lead, the bullpen won't do it every time. It doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. But with how they are so heavy on analytics and seeing people go through the third time and whatever else decisions you're making that off of, they overthink it too much. And Matheny's one of the worst with it both ways. He either leaves them in too long, doesn't take them out soon enough, and it's always the other one. It's never perfect, it seems.
Drives me crazy. I mean, that's his game, and it's the Cardinals' game in the bag, and then everybody always blames I know the manager and so forth, but the bullpen too. I'm saying a lot of times it shouldn't even come down to that. Let the starter finish it. Let him go into the 8th inning. So anyway,
I agree.
Pirates win it 6-5.
That's what you're paying them to do.
Oh,
you're paying them to get deep in the game so you can bridge that. And then when you start doing that in the 7th inning, and then, of course, in the 9th, you bring in Holland, who still is not showing that he can hold that role yet.
yeah.
I know he's done in the past, but, he didn't have spring training. He's not fully there, it doesn't seem like. So you bring him in, and 0 innings pitched and 3 earned runs, and that thing was just a catastrophe.
He had been doing pretty decent as of late until this, so he had a hiccup, definitely a large hiccup last night with a little defensive lapse or two. It was good to see Ozuna.
Yeah, Jose
had a couple of big RBIs and 3 hits. Maybe he's going to bust out.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, if you watch him hit, you can tell it's there. When the ball comes off his bat, he just crushes it. You wonder how much of his season last year's success was with having Yelich and Stanton around him, and you hope that the Cardinals can provide some sort of, support for him with Carpenter and Fowler and maybe Martinez. But until they all start clicking around him, I'm not sure if we're going to see it come.
But he hit after Ozuna, right? After Stanton, correct? Wasn't Stanton batting second?
Yeah, well, Stanton would move between 2nd and 3rd, I believe, and
Yeah.
Ozuna was hitting a lot of 4th there.
He's a good
He had
ball
those
player.
2 guys on around him, and I believe Ozuna's a great ball player, and I love the trade.
Yeah.
But I think we need to give a little bit more around him because they're focusing on him right now.
Yep, and they probably should. So the Cardinals will try and get back on track today. That's one you can't afford. Jack Flaherty gets the start. He was super early. He goes against Trevor Williams, and it's Weaver tomorrow, and we'll see how the punches roll today. Pirates, I don't know. Maybe they'll be a little better than we think. They've got some good young. Again, it's pitching. Whatever happens there, and Cole's gone, so I don't know if they can keep up in that department.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about the Pirates yet. They got a little bit of, veteran leadership. They got a couple of young guys, like you said. But you look at them, they just don't scare you.
No.
But you could also say the same thing about the Cardinals. You look at the lineup, and it looks like it's good. Nobody just jumps out at you as this hitter that you're like, oh my gosh, we have to avoid them. There's nobody like that on the roster right now.
Pham sure is busting. He's making a lot, and that's fine. I want him to do well. And again, a long season though. Just 9 RBIs though through all those hits. Martinez, I really still I don't understand how he hits as well as he does with his bat movement. I still can't see him continuing this. I just don't know. I hope so. I like him. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's very unconventional, and I saw that he had led the PCL before Kansas City released him. Like 360 or something like that, maybe even 380, just something absolutely, video game type. And you watch him and you're like, how does he do it? He's got his arms in him. He's got the leg kick. He looks like he's coming out. But, that just goes to prove, not everybody hits the same.
No.
And when I teach, you can hit however you want as long as you have certain things that line up. Foot gets down, hands in a good bat path, things like that. It really does not matter. So, he's found a way that he can consistently do it. And, props to him. Granted, you wouldn't teach your child how to hit like that, but it does work. Now, defensively, on the other hand, that's one of the qualities of having him out there is that he's not the most athletic and he's not great with the glove. So as you saw last night, like you mentioned, flub there. And the next, Holland, maybe he's a little bit more shook than he was before that.
Well, I hope Martinez keeps it up. That's for sure. The Cubbies. Hey, the Cubs actually got a well-pitched game from you. Darvish is about time, huh?
Yeah, didn't he have a double too? I think.
Did he as well? I think he can.
Yeah, I think he hit the ball too.
Anyway, he threw well through 6th, and they let the win slash away there too. But the Cubbies did nip the Milwaukee Brewers 3-2. Eric Thames out 6 to 8 weeks after thumb surgery. He's been a real boon to that team over the last year plus.
Yeah, he came back from over in Japan, or was it
Korea,
Korea?
yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, whichever one he was at, and he's just, he's just crushing the ball. He's not having that high average, but he's taking his walks. He's slugging the ball, and that's what you need in the middle of the lineup. You need to have somebody that you're worried about them hitting the ball out, and he's done a good job. His injury, I believe, is the same one that Yachty's had a couple times with that UCL tear of his thumb. So those guys have come back before in season. I believe Trout had the same thing. So
Oh, okay.
if he doesn't have a drop off when he comes back, he's going to be it's going to be like getting him a deadline acquisition. You're getting this guy to put into your lineup. If they can stay above water until then, who knows? They've got a good deep team.
I get kind of a kick out of watching him. He's fun to watch play too. As far as that, Joey Votto, he's snapping out of a slump now. He had 3 hits for the Redlegs last night and hit his 4th home run. All of a sudden, they pounded Minnesota 15. The Reds win. That is 6 for them.
And their starting pitcher lasted 1 inning and gave up 5 runs. So that tells you something. And Votto, like you said, his 4th home run in a row in 4 games. That's pretty impressive. They said it's the first time he's done that. But Votto's always been a great hitter. It's just a matter if he swings the bat or not. He's so content with taking the walks, and I almost think that's detrimental to the team, and especially a team that's not very good, because it's just saying we can pitch around him. Not worry about him. I would like to see him be a little bit more aggressive, but that's just the way his approach is.
Oh, he's a ball player. But you're right, a walk is not always as good as a hit, and especially when he's in a sad lineup like that, man. He needs a sock. Man, go at it. Take your cuts.
Yeah, I've said that over the past couple of years when they've been a little bit poor, and they're like, well, he has a 400-some on-base percentage. I'm like, yeah, but there's nobody to hit him in. There's no one behind him. I mean, if he's got the ability to hit the ball at the park, get on second base, and score on a hit, take that over the walk. If you're a good hitter and I'm the catcher and I know that you are going to take that walk right there and I see that you have nobody behind you, well, obviously I'm going to pitch around you. I'm not going to try to call anything for you to hit. So I think if he was a little bit more aggressive, he could be even more valuable to the Reds than he already is.
You know what? I think this trading deadline, he's going to accept a deal. He's going to go somewhere else. He's surely getting tired of this by now.
One would hope. The only other problem with that is that the first base market is so saturated with his contract. Even though it's not as bad now as it was years ago, there's so many first basemen that can provide good numbers for you. And are you going to give up a ton for that guy? I mean, depending on the team and what they need, and if they think he's the final piece, they might. But how many teams are out there that want him?
How about the Mets first base?
They could.
Actually, I
if
just
they
saw
want to
where
spend
they might.
the money.
Yeah,
they
surely have the money. You're throwing a wrench into my plans, Jason.
I'm just saying, if they wanted to spend the money, New York would be a great fit for him. I think he'd fit in great in that lineup.
The White Sox beat Kansas City in 11. Oh, I must have been dazzling there. Kluber still fan 10 last night over 8 2/3. He almost had a complete game. That's come on. That's great. That's the way. How about Sean Manaea? 7 solid frames again last night. He is the real deal. He had that no-hitter last Saturday against the Bo Sox.
Yeah, he was always really highly regarded. I mean, they gave up they traded him for just a rental at Zobrist when Kansas City was making that run. So, I mean, it ended up working out for them. But, he's going to be a top of the rotation arm, I feel, for the next, who knows, 5, 6, maybe even plus years than that.
Somewhere, huh?
He's got good stuff. He's a lefty. Oh, I'm sure that Oakland will trade him off as they do with most of their pieces. But they'll probably keep him for another year or two, depending on when they want to sell. You saw how long it took for them to sell Sonny Gray. And they kind of get a little snake bit by that because his value deteriorated. So maybe they'll learn from that. Who knows? Depending on their stadium situation and the money coming in, heck, they may keep them.
Off to Portland we go. The Yankees win last night despite another home run by Shohei Ohtani. He did have an ankle sprain. He left, but he's doing quite well in his first month plus over in these United States.
Oh, man, did you see the home run he hit last night?
Yes.
98 inside from Severino, and he turned on it.
I love watching him play.
Yeah, me too. I like how he's adjusting because they said at the beginning of the year, the book was inside pitch, hammer him in, and he's been hitting home runs and turning on those balls now. So he's showing the ability to adjust as a hitter, which is pretty impressive compared to what he's facing from Japan to here and talent-wise. I mean, that says a lot about his ability.
341, 4-12, and he's 2-1 on the mound. The ER is skyrocketing a bit, but I don't like this move. And of course, we're not privy to all. But anyway, Trevor Richards was sent down to AAA New Orleans after his outstanding 4+ inning feat against the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine Wednesday night. Not quite sure what's going on. Of course, I don't know what's going on in Miami anyway.
Well, that's the other thing. Who knows what they're thinking? Because if you look at his stats and his performances, there's no reason to put him down. I don't know. Maybe he was a little bit tired or something, and they said,
skip a start.
You know how they do? Yeah, you know how they do that. They do the Memphis shuttle here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is with Miami or what they're trying to do, but it didn't make much sense to send him down, especially after he had a great duel with Kershaw. I mean, you can't ask for more than that.
No, yeah, that bothers me. This 10-day DL stuff too. That's just they're playing with that. That's become a sham. The Dodgers started that, and within the rules, they did what was allowed. But it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, 5 days difference than the 15. I can see it for smaller injuries, but like you said, people are playing the system now, and it's not being used as it was intended. I mean, we had good intentions with making it 10 instead of 15 for those guys. If you had you got nicked up behind the plate, you took a couple foul balls, sit out a week, then come back. They're just playing the rules right now, and like you said, find that loophole and take advantage of it.
Sure. Can't blame the teams, that's for sure. Jason Cobb is with us on scores and stuff. All right, little NFL, Baker Mayfield. It's my contention that he is the best quarterback, but now he went to the wrong team.
Oh, man. The Browns seem like they're always the wrong team. But, you got to give them credit for not going with the groupthink, and they made their pick with conviction. Dorsey, he's got some respect around the league, and if he really thinks that he is the guy that they need, okay, because they've had 29 starting quarterbacks since they went back when they've been back. Oh gosh, it's just been nightmare after nightmare. But I think as far as competitor wise and everything, he's probably the best one with that, and he does have a lot of really good tools, undersized a little bit. But, I think the undersized thing's a little bit overplayed when you look at Brett Favre and Russell Wilson and Drew Brees. If you can play, you can play. And I think that's how it is with any sport. They always bring size, baseball size. Look at Altuve. I think size is a little bit of an overrated aspect of it. As long as he's resilient and he's going to be able to take the hits that he's going to be taking in Cleveland, then I think he might end up being okay. We'll see.
There are plenty of 6'4" and 6'5" guys who have been bust too, so.
Oh, there's been more of them than there have been the short guys.
Exactly. I mean, if all things are equal, I guess I would take that. But still, I think he's pretty good QB there. In the NHL, the playoffs, the Stanley Cup playoffs roll on, and those Winnipeg Jets, bashed Nashville in Music City 4-1. Hellebuck with 47 saves last night.
Hey, hockey players, you get a goalie playing well.
Yes,
it could be lights out for the other team. They play on their head, and that's all the team needs to ride between Winnipeg and Vegas right now. I don't know who's more fun to watch.
Vegas, this time they didn't fool around the other night. There did they? As they walked up on the Sharks 7-0. 7 different players scored. In the NBA, we have 2 more teams who have clinched first-round wins there, the Raptors and the Utah Jazz. And, I'm watching some of it. I know it's a big Game 7 tomorrow between Indiana and those Cavs as the Pacers. They rocked Cleveland last night.
Yeah, they did. I watched a little bit of that, and then I was kind of going with the draft and between the Cardinals, and then towards the end of the night I was watching that Oklahoma City and the Jazz game, and that was a pretty good game. Jazz was pretty much up 10 the whole way, and then they made a 7-0 run, and at the end it was nice and close, and then next thing you know, they have a missed call on the three-pointer by George, and that was all she wrote.
I guess this Donovan Mitchell cat's pretty good, huh? 38 again last night. Donovan Mitchell's pretty good, huh? Very good. Understating. 38 markers again last night, and there's a Game 7 today in Boston, the Bucks and the Celtics.
Yeah, that one should be fun to watch because I've watched a little bit of that series too, and Milwaukee is fun. Giannis, the Greek Freak, he is something to watch. He is something to watch. I will turn that game on just to watch him.
He sells tickets, huh?
Oh man, he's fun to watch. He's young. He's got a lot of energy. He doesn't have that full of himself because, when they're talking to him, he says he wants to play for Milwaukee for his whole career. And you don't see people saying that they want to do that, especially in a small market like that. But shows he's comfortable. And if you watch him on the court, he's all over the place. I mean, he's just a fun talent to watch.
I really hope he makes that happen. And now I will say this about the NBA, 2-degree baseball, but a lot of people, quite a few of these guys are staying and even going to so-called small market cities.
Yeah, well, wherever the money is, and the NBA's got a ton of it right now. So
apparently,
if they're paying, I guess they'll go.
If they're paying, I'm playing. In golf, Kim and Putman lead the Zurich Classic. That's one of those crazy buddy, best ball, etc. things. I don't understand. It's probably fun to play, but
I'm sure it is, because you don't have to worry about choking. You can put it on your teammate.
That'd be my game. Jessica Korda tops the Mediheal Championship. The older guys are off, and in NASCAR, they're in Talladega tomorrow. That's one of the great cities in sports, right? Talladega. NASCAR.
Talladega.
That is
Talladega
NASCAR.
Nights.
Yeah, that's good. So the Bartelzo Barts and the CCL is the first Sunday after Mother's Day, which I think is the 22nd, maybe.
Yes, first week after Mother's Day, we'll be starting off, and I looked at the schedule the other day, but I don't remember off the top of my head who we're playing first. But looking forward to it. Another good year out there with Big Arm. It's always a pleasure being out there. People at Bartelzo are awesome. It's fun going there every Sunday. You look forward to it.
And chances are you'll hit a home run and drive in 3 on day 1.
Hey, if I could do that, I'd be very happy.
I'm betting on it. Hey, Jason.
I haven't swung a bat since August, so
you
we'll
can
see.
hit. As soon as you get out of bed, man, you can smack. So, hey, thanks for coming on, Jason.
Hey, thanks for having me back on again, Rip. It's always fun.
Later on.
All right. See ya.
Jason Cobb, courtesy of O'Fallon and Bartelzo on Scores and Stuff. All of that was brought to you by Hoffman Auto Body. They're just a mere 7 miles north of Carlisle. Easy to slot when your car truck needs major or minor repairs. Whatever the situation, go see Hoffman Auto Body. We'll be right back. McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
Hello, I'm Wes Ronan, head chef and owner of Silver Spoon Catering. I've been working in the food industry for over 15 years, fine-tuning my craft as a professional chef and caterer. I would like to invite you to visit our new storefront location on Old Highway 50 in Breeze. We prepare daily specials using only the freshest ingredients possible. Find out what we're serving this week by calling us at 791-7847 or check us out at Silver Spoon, Illinois on Facebook.
Hey baseball fans, I'm Trevor Richards on Talkin Sports and Max 96.7.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50.
Flying in the face of conventional wisdom.
There's no rules and no laws and lots of litter.
Every day.
This is Max 96.7.
Hello again, everybody. Rip here in the Weedman Ford studio on a Saturday still to come. Eric Umperfer of the Christ Our Rock Silver Stallions. Monday night among our guests, McKendree Bearcats football coach Mike Babcock. Their spring game is today. And from the Westland Baseball Warriors, Coach John Grunnert. The time is 9:40 exactly. I hit that right on the numbers. That time drop brought to you by Breeze Furniture, Jan's Uniforms. And before trivia, let's see. Just got this note. The National Hockey League would prefer if Bruins star Brad Marchand refrained from licking, nuzzling, and cuddling his opponents. Seems like a reasonable suggestion there. Here's trivia.
It's time for the Easy In Travel Trivia Quiz on Talkin' Sports. Escape to paradise with Easy In Travel and Breeze. Call 526-2201.
That Brad, he's a kidder. He's also a player. He's scoring a lot of goals, and the Bruins are pretty good. Here we go. Our number is 594-2576, 594-2576, but cut it out, man. You're eligible to play unless you or someone in your household has won the last 8 weeks. Number 2, you cannot be affiliated with or related to anyone at Max 96.7 or Easy In Travel, or for today, Home Plate Barbecue and Family Restaurant in Carlisle, Shelley & Company, or forking over a $15 gift certificate. Here's the question. It settles on baseball's 3,000 hit plateau since Pujols is just 5 shy. All right, here we go. We'll ring it up. Who has the lowest batting average among the 31 players in the 3,000 hit club? Cal Ripken Jr., Ricky Henderson, or Carl Yastrzemski? Which 3,000 hit crew member has the worst batting mark? Junior, Ricky, or Yaz? Buzzes at 594-2576, 594-2576 if you want to go to the Home Plate BBQ.
Nordyke Funeral Home is thinking about your future and offers secure, pre-planned funeral arrangements, relieving the emotional burden for those you love, allowing you to express your own wishes, and assures peace of mind with financial concerns when your family needs it the most. Nordyke Funeral Home has 5 locations in Albers, Aveston, Breeze, New Baden, and now Carlisle. Visit NordikeFuneralHome.com or call 588-3533. Striving to earn your family's confidence and trust, Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Draghi, a general dentist from Breeze, Illinois, who sedates patients with pills. I treat a lot of patients who have not been to the dentist in 10 to 20 years. Most had a bad experience as a child. Others are embarrassed to go or are concerned the dentist will scold them. We know these feelings are real and believe in listening to your problems and concerns. I will do all of this without putting you down or making you feel guilty. My team and I want to make a difference in the way you feel about dentistry. Please call me, Dr. Tim Draghi, at 526-2020 to schedule an appointment, or look at our website at breezedentalcare.com, where sedation dentistry is an option for you to take care of your teeth without anxiety.
Are you looking for a happy dental home? Dr. Draghi and Dr. Santel are in-network providers with many insurance companies and have what you are looking for. New patients welcome and most emergencies seen immediately. Get back on the right track to good dental health with Breeze Dental Care. Call 526-2020. That's 526-2020.
If you're an athlete, coach, official, or fan, you need Lee Sports in Nashville. Lee Sports has it all for teams and individuals. From uniforms, shoes and equipment, to coaches' apparel and officials' gear. And Lee Sports carries name brands like Under Armour, Mizuno, Rawlings, and Adidas. Lee Sports also stocks a complete line of spirit wear and offers screen printing and custom embroidery, plus trophies, awards, and personalized items. Lee Sports in Nashville, your complete sporting goods headquarters.
Scientists say the universe is random. Why should your radio station be any different?
You've got Max 96.7.
Hey, we have returned Rip here in the Weekly Ford studio. I think we have a winner. A lot of guesses went astray. Another good question. Thank you for that. I think we picked off the name there. Ben Koopman is dialing up the buttons and answering the calls and all that good stuff. Here's the question: who has the lowest batting mark among the guys in the 3,000 hit club? There are 31 in there, and, well, was it Ripken Jr., Ricky Henderson, or Carl Yastrzemski? Or is it? It is Jr. and Bob Vance, right, from Highland. Is that it, Ben? Bob Vance from Highland hit that right. The former Orioles star, Ripken, posted a .276 average over his 21-year career. He collected a number 3,000 on April 15th, 2000 against Hector Carrasco. The Ironman finished with 3,184 safeties. So Bob Vance from Highland wins a $15 gift certificate to the Home Plate Barbecue and Family Restaurant in Carlisle. Enjoy. Next Saturday, it's Mother's Day trivia with a rack of prizes from Town & Country Florist and Breeze, Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery in Carlisle, Designs Unlimited Salon and Spa and Breeze, and the Crescent Moon in Carlisle. More ahead on that. by the way, while we're on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 13th. This is on behalf of the Carlisle Junior Legion baseball team. Call Steve Hoffman. Steve Hoffman, 594-2340. You know him. If you want to get in on this Mother's Day breakfast, it's Sunday, May 13th from 8 till 12 at the Carlisle VFW. Oh, scrambled eggs, pork. It's all good. Carryout's available, so check that out. We have to turn the page for Eric. He's next.
Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports.
Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here.
Good times are waiting at Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery, just north of Carlisle on Route 127. There's no better place to see live music than the Brett's Outdoor Stage, hosting bands every weekend. The kitchen at Brett's opens at 3 on Monday and Tuesday. They open for lunch at 11 Wednesday through Friday, and they have breakfast Saturday and Sunday starting at 8, with dinner available daily. Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery is a great spot for a meeting, a party, a get-together, or just to grab a bite to eat. Call 594-8830 or go to wildlifelodgeandwinery.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Matt Palm, chiropractor for MedPlus Physical Medicine in Carlisle. Here at MedPlus, we pride ourselves on offering many health services all in one convenient place. We use a conservative, multidisciplinary approach to treating the individual, which includes physical therapy, massage therapy, physical medicine, and chiropractic care. We want to be your local choice for musculoskeletal pain. Please stop by MedPlus Physical Medicine in Carlisle to meet our wonderful staff. Call us at 594-3671 or visit us on our website at medplusplus.com.
What were we thinking when we designed the station? I'll tell you. We were thinking it takes all sorts to make a world.
Max 96.7.
Hello again for the lad. We're going to max it out here, but this is it's with a good getaway guest here. Puerto Rican Ford Studio. We've heard from Travis Gepke. And who else? Oh, yeah, Jason Cobb. And now we take the H&H Computer Services guest line, most likely to Hoyleton. We'll see, for Christ Our Rock Silver Stallions baseball coach Eric Umferford. Eric, welcome to Talkin' Sports.
How's it going this morning, Rip?
Hey, it's going just fine, and we're going to find out all about the heart and soul of the Stallions. But we've got to catch up to you first, get a little background on you, Eric. Off the top, of course, this is year one as the coach of the Stallions.
Yep, that is correct. I accepted the job pretty late, early March and late February, and just been excited ever since. Got a good group of seniors to coach, and it's been fun. Been fun to say the least.
That's good. That's good. You took over for Brad Martin, who was there for at least 2 years or so, and so you have you coached before, Eric?
I have coached. I coached, helped JV a couple of years at Nashville. Yeah. Coached a couple of summer leagues there, and got a little bit of experience, but this is the first time at the varsity level.
I think you're making a seamless transition here. So when you played at Nashville, you played for those Hornets.
Yep. Played under Chad Malavi, great program, taught us a lot and taught us how to play hard there, and tried to instill that in some of the players at Christ Our Rock, and we've been having a decent year.
Well, if you can follow in Chad's footsteps and the other coaches before, actually, of course, Nashville in all sports, but since we're on baseball, they've had a tremendous run in baseball. So, and I'm sure you're still, as the head coach, learning a bit. And first of all, you had to be kind of quick in familiarizing yourself with the school and the players and so forth. But you got most of that down pat. Probably all.
Yep, the biggest change was the new pitch count rules, and we're finally getting used to those. And
what are those,
makes
Eric?
It tough.
Do we have new?
Max, they can only go 105 pitches, so it makes it a little tough when you're at a small school and you got 4 or 5 games a week. So
yeah,
it makes it tough.
I believe they were in vogue last year, right?
Yep, they were
Okay.
involved last year, so.
Possibly for the first year. But, hey, on to your Silver Stallions, Eric. How'd this past week go?
We had a couple rainouts early in the week, but we did finally get a game in Wednesday. We played Sisney, and it was a very tough loss, 2-7. We hung with them until about the sixth inning, and a couple errors let them score a couple runs. But we had too many players left on base, but the kids fought back and they played their hardest. But it just didn't work out our way, and sometimes that's how the games go.
Those Sisney running Lions. And so where's your record slotted right now, Eric? Wins and losses for this 2018 season?
Right now we're sitting at 4-6. We got a lot of games. We got 4 games this week, and then we got conference tournaments. So looking at the record, I think we can end with a winning season, and we'll hopefully go into regionals feeling good.
How'd the team do last year? Do you? I know you weren't there as a coach, but do you remember what they did?
Yeah, after I took the job, they informed me that they didn't win a game last year.
Is that right?
So it's an improvement on last year. But I told the kids I'd never been on a losing team, and I didn't want to start this year. So
Right. Yeah, we had Coach Martin on once for sure last year, and that was probably about midway through the season. So you've already upped the ante there. So you're pretty happy with the way things are going, Eric, and you're not done yet. You're still making progress.
Yep, that's exactly right. Just got to keep their spirits up and let them know they get down on themselves, but just let them know they're better than what they think. And I think we can be one of those sleeper teams this spring.
Do you play an actual Midland Trail Conference regular season, or is it just the tournament at the end?
Yep, we play a regular season, and that's actually what this next week is. We're trying to make up all the rainouts we had this spring. So I don't know how we're going to do it with the pitching, but we'll make it work. So.
But you square off outside of a conference play. You square off against an assortment of schools, don't you? And did you play in the Weber tournament? Was that rained or snowed out in March?
Yeah, that was. I think it was snowed out is what it ended up being. But we got a chance to go play Weber, and that was one of our wins. And it was nice to get the season started, get the first couple games under our belts that way.
And you play quite a few of the nearby schools, and of course Woodlawn is in that mix there. North Clay, I don't know. Did you get that contest in?
No, we didn't. And from what I hear, North Clay is pretty tough. So we could possibly run into them in regionals, and I'd like to see them play.
Yeah, they're always a real good group over there. Well, how many are out for your team? How many are on your roster, Eric?
We had a good turnout this year. We had 15 kids, very senior laden. We got 8 seniors on the team. So next year, numbers, I don't know how many freshmen we'll have coming in next year, but hopefully we'll have enough to replenish and reload and be ready to go.
And maybe you can get 1 or 2 of those underclassmen that are going to be juniors and seniors to come out next year. Work those hallways when you get an opportunity. What's your who pitches for you first, Derek, and then maybe tell us about the rest of the normal lineup anyway.
The 2 main pitchers, we got a senior, Tyler Fleeman from Centralia, very hard throwing kid, knows the game real well, likes to call his own game. He knows how to pitch, has a great knuckleball. And then the other
knuckleball.
Oh yeah, kids love that and a split finger these days. I could never throw it, but they love it.
Can you hit that? Can you catch that knuckleball, Eric?
No. I let the catchers deal with that. It dances too much for me.
I bet he doesn't have an oversized glove either, does he?
No, that he doesn't. I know Josh Tolley used to have that with the Mets. So right. It'd be nice to have one here.
Josh's glove when he was with, I think it was actually with Toronto when his glove went to the All-Star game with another catcher to catch Dickey.
Okay, yeah. No, Dickey and him were always fun to watch. Right. They were fun to watch in a game.
All right, but well, carry on there. I didn't mean to.
But no, the other probably number 2, close to the ace pitcher. He Hoffman Eagle native. He Colin Ramsar. He throws like a senior, keeps the ball down, throws hard, and I think he's going to end up being a good player. He's only a freshman now. He's got a good career ahead of him.
Very good. And then the balance of your regular lineup, Eric.
We got a lead. Yep, we usually start about 7 seniors. We got Tristan Britt leading off. He's from I think Patoka, hard hitting left-hander. Then we go Dakota Siebert. He actually signed for Illinois College to play next year.
Great.
Makes a lot of contact. Plays good shortstop. And then Tyler Fleeman bats third. Austin Britt, Tristan's twin brother, real strong kid, hits the ball hard. He's a power weightlifter. Then Colin Ramsar, he makes a lot of contact, stuff like that. Carl Owens, he's from Owen. He's a fun kid to be around. He's kind of the team jokester and just very, very fun.
Keeps him loose.
And then we got Ethan Hankey. I think he's actually a Hoffman native too. And very good freshman. Very good freshman. Just a great kid to be around. And got a couple other seniors that hit the ball hard, and they're just real fun to coach. Real fun to coach.
Who do you have as maybe a leader or two offensively in the old stats department, Eric?
That would definitely be Tyler Fleeman and Tristan Britt. They're leading average in OBP, and we actually got a kid that just came out for the first time since 6th grade, Jordan Bent, and he plays a good outfield. And every chance I give him at the plate, he usually gets a hit. He doesn't have too many plate appearances, but I think his average up around 800 or 900, so he's fought his way into the lineup for sure.
Yes, he's pressing for playing time. And I recognize quite a few of those names from basketball, and so you got some good athletes there.
Yep. That's and at a small school, these local schools, you got to have your athletes come out and play every sport. That's the biggest thing.
That's a big aid for sure. You have anybody aiding your cause, an assistant coach, Eric?
Every now and then, Caleb Bainey comes back from college on the weekends, and he comes and helps me Fridays and Saturdays usually. And it's nice having Caleb there because he knows the kids, he knows the program, and it's really helped me along this year. And he keeps me calm sometimes and tells me when to yell, and it helps out for sure.
Speaking of good athletes, he is one, and of course he did a fine job pitching for your school and over at KC for a while too. Rockers Field, is it looking good? I didn't stop, but I drove by the other day, and that's a pretty fine facility.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It dries out great, and we got a guy, Doug Noloff, and he works his butt off. He's out there every day, and he said he just loves being out there. We couldn't be more grateful for the support we get out there. I know I wouldn't have the time to keep the field looking the way it does, so I'm glad people volunteer their time and help out that way.
Doug's a great man. He used to work for him at the Winning Edge in Centralia, but he does a super job or whatever. So he's your groundskeeper. That's great. I'll have to ask him about that next time. So. Very good. But you need to keep those fields manicured, man, so avoid those bad hops if possible. So, hey, a couple final things. I'm sure you're related to Adam Umferfert, right?
Yep, that is correct.
You're all related.
He's my older brother, yeah.
Oh, that's your older brother. I'm going to have him on in a week or so, maybe next Wednesday. We'll see, but because he just got back from running in the Boston Marathon, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
he's crazy.
Definitely the runner. Oh yeah, the conditions he had to deal with out there.
Yeah.
I texted him that day and told him it was unbelievable that he made it under 3 hours, and I very, very proud of him. That was a good moment.
Yeah, that's super. So we're going to talk to him maybe as early as Wednesday. And what's up next for you then? All the way through next week if things work out weather-wise, huh? Monday, Tuesday?
As long as the weather works out, we play Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So we'll hopefully get 4 wins there and get our record back to a winning record and go into the conference tournament with a lot of confidence and then regionals as well.
Very good. Eric, thanks for coming on this morning, and good luck as that season marches on, okay? Get hot.
Thanks, Rip. Have a great day.
Okay. Eric Umferfert. I should know him. Should know Adam, too. I'm sure I do. Get older, forget something. Remember the faces, forget the names. Thanks to Eric. He's gung-ho. Jason Cobb, thanks to him as well, and also, of course, to Travis Gepke. The first pitch is about to be thrown at Northside Park Monday night. It is McKendree Bearcats football coach Mike Babcock and also John Grunner, the head coach of the Westland Baseball Warriors. Our trivia winner this morning, Bob Vance from Highland. It's been a long time since he pocketed a victory. He gets a 15 to Home Plate BBQ in Carlisle on Franklin on Old Route 50. Oh, yeah, that's good going. I think that's it, I suppose. And we're still in contact with Paul Lusk and Tyra Buss and many others. And so just bide your time. We're going to do some more basketball before this spring is out, probably, okay? That's a wrap. That's it. Yep, we'll see you Monday night between 6 and 7 on Talking Sports, Real Sports Talk on Max 96.7 WCXO.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Mako Elevator in Centralia. See Mako for a variety of fertilizer, seed corn, and seed soybeans. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Nordike Funeral Home with 5 locations to serve your needs. Lee's Sports in Nashville. McKendree University in Lebanon. Country Financial Representative Marvin Gerdes in New Baden. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7. This broadcast was a presentation of WCXO Sports.